Well, as expected, a very, very tough, tight game. I don't remember a game against these that hasn't been, but most importantly of all for us, a far more spirited display. I thought we started well. There were some bright moments in that first 20, 25 minutes again. And in the end, we've earned a very good point on the road here. And if you look at it purely from a post-season standpoint, whether it's Philadelphia, whether it's Orlando or Columbus, wherever we've got to go, the sort of performance that you've seen tonight is one that we need to be able to aspire to on the road. And that's another box ticked in my book towards what I'm hoping will be an eventful postseason.
Hey, Gary, you talked about the beginning of the match and how bright Nashville looked towards the start, but also this has been a theme for you this season where the start of the match you start off pretty well. Why do you think those chances are not resulting in any goals, at least in the last three matches, even though you're starting really well?
It could be a multitude of things, mate. It can be execution. I thought tonight it might have been more so about choices. I thought the centre-back Lowe did a very good job on a couple of occasions, but the movement was good, the connections into that final third were good, and then it's that final moment, that choice, and that ability to find a little bit of space and get your finish off. And it is very much the most difficult part of the game, of course. I'm delighted with how we've started. Of course, I'd love to have seen some reward for that. But unfortunately, against a side that are just as tough to play against as we are, there was no breakthrough for either team.
And in terms of the result in itself, I think when you look at the result, and you said it, this is not a bad result away from home. But when you look at Nashville, the last few results for the performances, I guess, the last few performances, you described it as a lack of sparkle, I guess, and it didn't seem like tonight that sparkle was really brought back in any major way. I mean, do you think that the result is kind of not as important at this point and the performances are more important?
Well, I think what you have to take into context as well, Valer, is we're not saying there's a lack of sparkle. At home, the emphasis is on us to show some more creativity, to be a bit more positive. I think we've got to compartmentalise what's trying to be achieved here as well. So small steps, opportunities that come our way are going to be very different. And tonight, that opportunity was to make sure we tick some boxes that we are going to have to see in the playoffs. If we are going to have to go away twice in those early three-game matchups, then we've got to see some stability. We've got to see some discipline. We have to see a threat, but we also have to see some urgency, some energy. And I think we saw all of that tonight. We managed the game very well in certain portions of it. I thought the shape of the group and the guys adapted very well. We haven't played in the back three again for a little while, so they adapted well in this environment. And for the most part, I think we put on a display away from home. So don't get confused about home and away. The home games are very, very different in my mind in terms of mindset and what we need out of them in the next two home games. But tonight, there were some boxes we had to tick, and we ticked them.
One more, if that's all right, Christina. Just in terms of Josh Bauer, he comes in, and you said you played in the back three for the first time in a while. Josh Bauer has gotten a little bit more minutes this season than last season. What did you see from him tonight, and just this season for him overall? And can we just get a quick update on McNaughton as well?
The really tough aspect for Josh has been that he had a period of time where he got some minutes, he was in a bit of a rhythm, and then there were some more senior players that came back into the equation. And Josh has had to take a back seat again. And one of the toughest things for a professional is is to lose that rhythm and that playing time and that match sharpness. I am absolutely delighted with Josh tonight. I thought he was absolutely spot on with his performance. He showed tenacity when he needed to. He was sensible with the ball. He competed aerially very, very well. And I thought for a centre-back performance, he was very, very reliable for us tonight. And he's also put himself in a really good position in my mind as we move forward. Thank you.
Yeah, I think overall we played pretty well. We executed our game plan. We talked a lot today about kind of mentality we needed to have coming into this game. I think with our current position in the league, there wasn't really a lot to lose, and so guys were playing more free, a little less pressure. I think we were trying to take some chances here and there with keeping the ball, and we fought for each other and defended really well. And overall, I think a 0-0 draw is probably exactly what we both teams deserved out of the game.
Is yet another shout out for you on defense. How do you continue to get the momentum towards the end of the season with 2 home games?
Yeah, like I said, we've had a lot of talks lately, and for us right now, it's about our mentality and fighting for one another, sacrificing for one another, playing for the team, and trying to help out your teammates in any way you can. So I think you see that a lot with the guys we have. We have a lot of great characters on our team, and defensively speaking, not just the back line, but everyone is getting behind the ball and putting in the hard work and doing what's necessary for the team to be successful. That's what you love to see as a goalkeeper, is having 10 guys in front of you all working hard defensively. I think the result of that is keeping clean sheets, and that's what we